Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to Homely Chart class. Today is 16 May 2017. Long time didn't take the video because the last around 2 weeks I take the holiday just to come back. Okay, let's continue our class from Homely. From the recently the market performance of the KLCI local market, as we know from the picture here, the KLCI since when? Since this part, KLCI stepped into the sideways areas at 21 March 2017, right? Till now, we still know currently, from the total market, not very strong from than before. Before the 21 March, but we know from the overall the market still in the uptrend, right? Still in the uptrend one. But from the recently the short term, we know the sideways, still the box areas here, right? Look like not very strong momentum for the medium short term. And from the currently today, the market performance, as we see the intraday today here, this picture first. As we know today, currently the KLCI stop at 1775.88. Open high, close low, right? Open high here. The top point at 1787, right? Currently close. Okay, we still got 14 minute marker open again, and currently 1775 still cannot stop at this resistance here. The short-term resistance here. Not from index, of course, still give you some kind of sunshine future about the market, but individual shares is different. Today I want to talk about some shares. Shares is not the new one. Is some samples I show you before. I think if you still have remember, I want to correct something because the market change every day. Nothing is impossible in the share market, right? Of course, the samples I give you or I show you before is just the samples. I want you to learn something from the samples I give you. How to use the knowledge I show you. How to use the knowledge when I analyze this kind of shares to guide you. To how to help you make the decision. How to define this counter is a potential one, and how to find the buy point, and how to check the sell point. This is kind of the way to analyze this kind of shares is very important, not just the sample. Today I want to show you some samples. I already showed you. I think it's a long time ago already, but some I think some samples I show you is not very good till now. Some I show before till now still good, some just so. Okay, let's first use some. I think previously I show you is good, but currently I don't think. Still weak right now. Some counters. Okay, this one precise. I think this one I show you already half year ago already, because this part I told members this one got potential, right? Got potential. Then some members after totally can be sure around here break this candle break. Can see the whole. Just the member monitor this one. I still remember around here this part inside. Then till here the peak point hit around the 0.1. It sells this one. This is this member belong. This kind of member belong to the fast reactor. When I talk about this one, he monitor this one. Once the indicator give you the buy signal here, you just jump in, right? You just jump in. See here, from this part bankers start to come in. Once the buy signal, he is a smart member. He hitting around here. Hitting around here. Till here, sell this one 0.1. He sell this one. He makes some money. Till now, of course, this counter silent from the hit the 0.1, actually from the early last year 29 December. This one after this one around 200%, because this one start from 0.04 here, then 0.1, then this one begin to twist till now actually approaching half a year already. That's why for faster one, for the faster reaction, people, he will take faster reaction. Once the buy signal then he buy, make some money, then run away. But for others, I don't think it's a good habit in the share market. When they know something, know this one, okay, some kind of from, no matter from my class or from others, he doubt the information, he doubt the system give the buy signal. He just want to test first. Okay, after few days or few weeks, no matter how long, he saw the truth. Wow, it's really go up. Then he will check with me again. I still want to buy this one. How? This also I told my members in my class. The successful person and unsuccessful person. What's the difference between this kind of two people? Successful one and unsuccessful one. Successful people, he imagine, then he will take action. But for the unsuccessful one, he will keep imagine and always imagine, didn't take any action. When some people already make money, make big money from the market, or from no matter from what kind of market, then you want to do this kind of thing. He want to follow. At that time, when you ready to action, actually it's already late. Right? Already late. But for the pre-side, we know silent already half year already, right? He just stopped at here, the very good stop point, because he just stopped at the previous jump gap point here, right? Also show you the triangle, some kind like this. Then no matter what, follow the indicator, right? Follow the indicator, take the action. Okay, this is about the first one, and the second one I will talk about this one. Is IFCA, because also I talked about this one before. Actually, first time I talked this one is around the actually very low point. Maybe some members at that time not my member yet, but I talk about this one around here. I still remember this one very clearly, because it's just Chinese New Year's, my first class at KL Central here. Now I talk about this one because that time I use indicator like Sky Pong scan, show this one come out. Also use another scanner as a Doji, the Doji one show you this one, because this one at a very low point here is just the Doji, right? Here, tree candle here, is the Doji pattern, right? Just the scan this counter come at that time. I told my member this one you need to be careful, because after sharp going down like this, show you a reversal pattern here. It's kind of shows a very potential one. From 0.23 then hit the previous high point here, 0.45 already. Actually this one already double, but very few members catch this kind of, because that time they take this kind of advice just some kind of like it's a joke maybe. Here, around here, then I talk about this one again. I saw this one gonna come back soon, right? Gonna come back soon, because that time the signal here is truly give you the buy signal, right? Now I saw this one gonna come back soon, but pity things, this one not do the way I told you before. You keep shrinking. from the 7 April, actually just the previous month here, then silent till now, still don't move up, didn't do the things like I told you before, right? Just like I told you before, nothing is impossible in the shop. When you think this one is right, but maybe it's wrong. When you think this one is wrong, maybe it's right. So we just follow the signal. Give you buy signal, you buy here. Give you a sell signal, no doubt. You just saw, right? If this one after that give you the buy signal again, never mind. You just buy back. But from the long term, right? I don't think this one just to finish, right? How to do that? You just need to follow that signal, right? Just yesterday a member asked me should I sell this one or not, because he didn't want to hold this one too long, right? But this one didn't give you the sell signal, why you sell this kind of shares, right? For you just need be patient, right? Be patient. Okay, another one is the third one. Okay, it's this one, Wintoni. This one also failed. I think it's failed because last time I talked about this one around here. Yes, maybe a few days up, then retreats, then suspend a few months, right? Then come back again, up again, but currently still moving down like this. Actually, this one not a very good performance. Previous thing, this one is very potential, but currently still cannot give you any long-term profitable things you can operate right now. Actually, this is not very, this is just a failure one. It's just a failure one. It's just a failure one. No matter what, when you do the wrong things, you must correct the wrong thing. You did it before. You set a stop, or no matter you take profit, then go away. Don't touch, right? Another one is this one. Actually, is a successful one. I think so. Is this one, Systech, successful one. This one actually, is not a new one. Actually, just like I told you before, it's not a new one. Also half year already, because around this part already, actually since I think around the last year, October or November, talk about this one before, because last time I told you, this kind of shares is a source of pen pattern, is a quali or WAC, whatever. Is a source of pen pattern, and then compare this counter with the previous which counter. Well, I forgot already which counter I compared. It's cannot remember already. I think maybe you trace back your video. Maybe you can check that another counter. This counter actually from the previous low point at 0.14 to the high point at 0.23 actually also double already, 200% already, actually 200% already. But how many people can really follow, can to hold this kind of shares? I doubt, right? Maybe just make some money, 20%, 50%, some kind of like a top, then run away. You think this kind of shares is too slow, right? But the half year give you no much, approaching 200%. I think is already enough for a small trader already, right? Follow the trend expert, also very easy and simple. And check with MCD. Wow, it's very beautiful. Oh, green. It's green. Sorry, it's not green color. It's red color. It's a banker. It's a red chips. It's a banker chips from the bottom window. Double check. So use the TE, give you the buy signal, give you a holding signal, give you the sell signal, and then use the bottom window banker to confirm this kind of shares deserve you buy, deserve you hold, or you can sell. It's very clearly. Okay. And is the next one is this one. I just before I go take the holiday, I also in my class talk about this counter a few times. But this of course not new one. After I talk about this one, currently still moving up, very the strong one. Actually, from the history sample I give you actually around this part. around this part. This one is very, how to say, I actually last year, or of course last year, last year around, the August, actually already August. It's August already, I talk about this one. By that time, then a member check with me. I say you bought this one because just a few months ago I checked, because I found this one is still moving up. I say you bought this one or not? Because he told me I didn't buy this one. I said why? Because that time he told me the fundamental this one is not very good, so he didn't buy. So he didn't buy this counter. But just like I told you, what Homely do? Homely do the technique. Technique. Actually, we didn't check the fundamental one. Fundamental good do not means I must buy this kind of shares. Fundamental no good do not means I cannot buy this kind of shares. I just follow what? I just follow the chart. The chart pattern tell me can buy. The chart pattern can tell me to buy. Still remember I show you before this kind of picture. I'm gonna show you again. You check back your history. I said, how many of you really focus on the pattern I show you before? What kind of pattern this one? Now you know. Long term down, sideways, then move up. Long term down, sideways, then move up. Still remember? But I think most of you forgot already. Maybe I send you too many messages, too many information. You already be fit enough. Cannot take any more message. Maybe I think if you fully loading, I think you need to clear your mind first. From the indicator, also very easy to follow. Give you a buy point, give you a sell point, give you the buy point, hold till now, right? Check the banker here. That's why. All this kind of shares I showed before, right? Of course, it's not a new one. For all members, for the last year joined a member, retreats back. I think he still remembers this. For the new members, maybe just join the last month, maybe you still don't know this kind of samples, right? But I should tell you, you need to learn. You need to learn carefully. Also, this kind of share is also the same as that Pentac I showed you before, also a few months ago, right? It's a successful, the samples. It's a successful pattern we cared before, because currently actually around here, this part, because of what? Because he also doing like this. He follow the pattern. I showed before. Still remember zigzag pattern? 1, 2, then 3, right? Around here. Very good buy point. Right? This is all from the just some few samples, history samples. I just want to check. I just want to double check. I hope you remember back why, if you didn't buy this kind of shares, then you need to think why you didn't buy this kind of samples at that time. What kind of thing stop you take action? This is the important things you should think about, not just for trading, not just for trading. All the decision you make, you cannot blame anyone. If you take the decision, no matter make money or not, or lose money, if you blame the decision you make for others, it's the beginning of your lose. Maybe you just got this kind of mind that, how to say that? Make you cannot be the successful trader, because you put all the decision, no matter wrong or right, especially for the wrong one, blame others. Others cannot make you, no matter your reminder or your friends or your family, whatever. It's the reason why you cannot make money. This one is also the same. This one is also the same. Actually, this is also, match the pattern I told you before. Match the pattern from the big pattern I told you about, up, down, right. Then this one up again, right. I think today this one today actually up again. Open high, close low right now, close low right now. This is the pattern we showed before, 1, 2, 3 pattern, right? And also the same. Actually, this sample is not new sample. I show here already. This one up, then silent already. If you didn't take action, immediately, then you take action around here. Then this one silent, also silent from the 10 March till the 2 days ago. This one start up again, right? And from the indicator also very good to give you the buy hold, the buy hold and retrace. Then this kind of another one, right? Just follow. It's very simple. This is a Han Yuan refining counters, because this is very give you the the very impressive, give me a impressive one. Because why? Because this one actually name currently changed, because the last time the name is I think it's Shell Refining. It's Shell after take over by a Chinese Sichuan company, the name changed. This very interesting one, because last time already half a year ago, I think almost 3 or 4 months already, this one is a V pattern. Last time I told you about this one, and this one also is not a cheap counter, because last time I still remember from the 1.11 around 2 ringgit, double to the the around the 4 ringgit here, around here, hit here, high point around here, 4 ringgit. At that time, this one silent again. Then from the March, the first March, then this one silent till the 1 week ago. This one will show you another direction, a new trend, right? A new trend. Actually, today the class I talk about the brief introduction about the KLCI. From the long term, we know the KLCI, of course, no problem. From the medium short, it's still sideways, still not very strong. For the KLCI, still not show the clearly the direction again. But from the long term, I think still good, because I told you before, April or May, not very big chance in the KLCI, right? But from the individual shares, you still have a lot of space to operate. You just pick the right one, just make the right decision, you just focus. I think still make money. It's not very difficult. From the symbols, no matter the failure one or the successful one, in the history samples that I showed you before, I also made the wrong decision. But when I made the wrong decision, I can face it. I do not blame anyone. I just blame myself, because I made the wrong decision. But after you make the wrong decision, you should learn something from the decision you make. Why you will make the wrong decision? Make the wrong decision. Make money do not mean I need to be happy. Lose money also do not means I need to be sad. Okay, today is today about the class I show you here. Is the first class I show you here. Then the next few days maybe gonna be a little bit busy, because a few days later, 20 are gonna go to the Singapore. Then spend 1 or 2 days there, give the seminars there. Maybe 1 or 2 days didn't hear, so I hope you can take care of yourself. If you have anything, you can just WhatsApp me or call me. Okay, thank you. That's for today's class. Anything, so you can just also, my phone number is here for members. You already have got my number. If you didn't got, you can, save my contact to your cell phone, because I will send the broadcast message from the WhatsApp group. If you didn't save my contact number, you cannot get my broadcast message through WhatsApp. For no members, still not Homely member, still not my member, you can write down my number to your cell phone, 012-269-3102. If you want to know more how to join a Homely members, you can directly call me or WhatsApp me. Hope you good luck. Thank you. That's for today's class.